Ascension, Don't Ever Wonder, and then started off with Brandy, Come a Little Bit. By the way, it was sent to us by DJ Nature Mudiba, and I can see the ratings are in. Yeah, no, Ba Fisha. Ba Fisha Mudiba. I think it is only fair that one day we try and get them into the studio so that they can come play for us. I think maybe 2026, that is how we can spice things up going forward, you know? Hopefully, they are listening. Things can.
I'm so sorry, Uncle D. Ramani D, sorry.
Things have changed. How are you doing, Oratile?
I can't complain. How are you?
I cannot complain. Thank
Great.
you so much. So right now, time is 11 o'clock. Oratile Kekana is here to give us the 11 o'clock Capricorn FM news. On the other side of that, we get into lounge chats.
Boston City Campus. If you register this year for 2026 locally and globally accredited degrees, diplomas, high certificate and postgraduate studies, you pay this year's fees. Or you can register now for short learning programs and start studying immediately.
I see. I see.
47 support centers.
But next time they must allow DJ Nature to play live. I can never get this CD.
Serious about education. Serious about you.
Capricorn FM News, reliable and independent.
Thank you so much, D. And these are your leading stories at this hour. BMA processes over 20,000 travelers and intercept over 500 undocumented foreign nationals. TransAlloy's workers faces retrenchment, and Mpumalanga Community Safety Department welcomes the arrest of tavern murder suspect. Good morning, and with the news at 11, we begin here. As travelers continue to move to different parts of the country through the Beit Bridge port of entry, the Border Management Authority says the port remains the busiest land border in South Africa, with more than 22,483 travelers processed at the Beit Bridge on the 3rd of January alone. BMA says the high numbers were caused by several buses arriving at the same time from Malawi, Zimbabwe, and Zambia. Due to long queues and very hot weather conditions, spokesperson Meme Muhoti says a priority was given to children, the elderly, and vulnerable travelers, adding that anyone showing signs of illness was checked by the port health officials to prevent the spread of infectious and communicable diseases. She says to strengthen security at the ports of entry and along the borderline, they intercepted more than 546 travelers across the country over 2 days, stating that most of those intercepted were undocumented travelers.
They affirm that border management systems, deployment, and enforcement mechanisms remain active, and we remain responsive and are effective on the ground. All the undocumented persons intercepted were processed in line with the South African immigration laws, with immediate deportation process initiated.
Let's move to Mpumalanga now, where hundreds of workers at TransAlloy's, South Africa's last remaining manganese smelter, located in Emalahleni, are facing retrenchment in the weeks ahead after the company issued Section 189 notice warning of possible large-scale retrenchment. TransAlloy's Chief Executive Konstantin Sadovnik says the high electricity prices have made it impossible for them to compete internationally because the company pays more than twice for electricity than their global competitors. Sadovnik says to date, manganese smelting has been excluded from the broader energy discussions that ferrochrome smelters are having with the government. He says TransAlloys will continue to explore every possible avenue to preserve jobs, maintain social programs, and meet its supply obligations, and the company remains ready to work urgently with government, Eskom, the energy regulator, NERSA, and trade unions to find sustainable solutions.
Around 600 well-paying jobs may be impacted, as well as further 7,000 downstream economic dependents, which include suppliers and other beneficiaries. It is regrettable to place such uncertainty on our employees over the festive season, but with zero clarity over our largest input cost, we have no other choice.
Still in the same province, the Department of Community Safety, Security and Liaison has welcomed the arrest of a suspect linked to the Mbalenhle Tavern shooting, where 2 people were killed on New Year's Day. The suspect was arrested on Saturday while traveling to Gauteng. The department spokesperson, Moeti Musi, now urges tavern owners to strengthen security at their premises, comply with trading license conditions, and ensure that their venues are not overcrowded. Musi says in recent weeks they saw continued violence incident in the province, including a shooting in Calcutta policing precinct that claimed the lives of 3 people believed to be taxi drivers, and another tavern shooting was also reported in Masoi near White River. To address the growing challenge, Musi calls on police to conduct thorough investigations and ensure that all those responsible are brought to justice.
These ones must be condemned in the strongest possible terms, and that those who are responsible must face the full consequences of their actions.
And that is all from me, Oratile Kekana, and I'll be back with more news at 12.
For more of this and other news, visit
Shabudi.
capricorn.co.za and follow Capricorn FM News on Twitter.
Why que ça dule face? No, I can't do la face. Do la face one la piche. I recommend. Mana Kekana. Happy. Oh, ngwago moso. Le na bye bye. Ke be re ke re tla bona.